TRN News.
The city of Nashville is introducing a new cloud-based system for its 911 operators. It allows dispatchers to access and enter information through a web portal during disruptions and disasters. The system replaces the previous manual entry process that was required during outages. Memphis City Hall was evacuated Thursday afternoon after police responded to a suspicious package call. Officers say a suitcase was found hidden behind the building and was intentionally placed out of sight. The bomb squad cleared the scene after determining the suitcase was empty. The building reopened about an hour and a half later, and employees were allowed back inside. And heat advisories continue for most of Middle and West Tennessee this afternoon. Heat indices will possibly top 100 degrees. Folks are advised to remain indoors as much as possible, drink plenty of fluids, and take frequent breaks when working outdoors. I'm Scott Hooper.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
As an organ donor, your story doesn't have to end. The good in you can live on. In fact, you could save up to 8 lives with your gifts. Your heart could keep beating. Your kidneys could keep filtering, and your intestines could keep on digesting for others. And that's not all. You can improve the lives of 50 more people as an eye and tissue donor, restoring sight and health. And you're not just helping out the person receiving the transplant. You're touching whole families with your life-saving gift. Register in minutes. Just go to organdonor.gov. You'll be happy you did. And just maybe, someone else will be happy too. Sign up today. Go to organdonor.gov. It saves lives. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
A Chattanooga City Council member is proposing an end to the city's curbside recycling program. Councilman Chip Henderson says the cut would provide the city about $1.3 million. The surplus of money could be used to fund raises for police and firefighters. Mayor Tim Kelly later put out a statement saying he does not support the removal of the city program. The city of Franklin is bidding farewell to its longtime deputy fire marshal. Wayne Mobley is retiring next week after 30 years with the department. Franklin Fire Department will celebrate his service with a party at Fire Station 3 on July 30th. Mobley says he plans to spend his retirement teaching woodworking and hanging out with his family. And the Williamson County Health Department is helping kids in the community return to school. They're hosting the county's big backpack giveaway from 9 a.m. till noon tomorrow. They'll be giving away backpacks full of school supplies to area kids. The event is happening at the Health Department offices on West Main Street in Franklin. I'm Scott Hooper, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Putnam County Commission will consider tonight approving a proposed budget for the new fiscal year. The recommended spending plan does not call for an increase to the county's $2.66 property tax rate. It does include 17 new employees requested by elected officials and department heads. The State Department of Economic and Community Development has awarded Livingston a $1 million grant for site grading at the city's industrial site. Livingston, one of just 6 cities across the volunteer state to receive the funding. The Cookeville Planning Commission meets tonight to consider a zoning code change that allows drive-through restaurants in the neighborhood commercial district. Planners in May sent a recommendation to the city council that would have permitted drive-through restaurants as a use upon appeal to the Board of Zoning Appeals. However, council members agreed to refer the matter back to the Planning Commission after several residents spoke out against having drive-through restaurants in the neighborhood commercial district. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Monday morning forecast. Our work week is starting out on a hot and sticky note. We'll see mostly sunny skies for much of the day. Scattered showers and thunderstorms may develop in some areas during the afternoon hours. Highs will top out in the lower 90s with a heat index over 100 possible.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville is the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic and share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Oh, no. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
It's Good Morning Cookeville. Jason is on vacation this week. My hubby, Tim Scruggs, is filling in for Jason, so it'll be Sheila and Tim today.
Hey, yeah, we look forward to this for, 2 or 3 weeks now. We knew about Jason's vacation, and of course, he's going to be back here in the Willow Window studio next week, but we're going to have a lot of fun this week.
Yeah, and I know this weekend we had some fun, too. We checked out the documentary of Billy Joel.
Yes.
And that was great. We've seen him in concert twice.
Yeah.
And it was the face-to-face tour with Elton John. And I didn't know he had kind of a rough childhood with his father leaving when he was 7 years old. And his father kind of whacked him in the back of the head and knocked him out when he was playing the piano. And I'm like, he's playing the piano. He's a child prodigy.
Yeah, he was a child then, yeah.
Yeah, like 8 years old. So I was shocked by some of the stuff in the documentary. But Billy Joel had something to do with the documentary. So I pretty much believe that it was kind of him telling his life story. It's part 1 and 2, and it's out now on HBO if you want to see that. But
what about, it has been so hot the last week. All you can do is just sit in the house and watch TV.
Yeah, it's true. It's like you go outside and you're like, I'm gonna have a heat stroke. I'm gonna go back in where it's
Anthony
cool.
will keep us up to date there.
Yeah, and then anybody's air that's gone out or they don't have air conditioning, oh my gosh, my heart goes out to you because it's pretty bad this time of year. The high today is going to be 90. We're already at 73. So Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate, and we're in the Willow Window Studio. Elevate Real Estate is your local experts with thousands of happy clients. They're located at 1400 Neal Street in Cookeville, and it's time for Things You Need to Know. So Things You Need to Know, Canine Bolt. It's the end of his watch with the Putnam County Sheriff's Department. He sadly passed away July 25th. Bolt served on the Putnam County Sheriff's Office for over 8 years before he retired in 2023. Following his retirement, he was in the care of his handler, Lieutenant Richard Cobble, and I know he is very sad too. So that dog was very important to the Putnam County area.
Yeah, and it cost a lot to train these dogs, and apparently Bolt did a great job, and we wish Lieutenant well. I know that's got to be tough. Also coming up, this is something everybody probably needs to know these days. Lunch and learn about identity theft with Janet Ruminek with Regions Bank. That's going on July 28th. Was that today?
That's today.
Okay, going on at noon to 1. And this is something we all need to know, how to prevent identity theft. Yes.
And where's it at?
At Regions Bank.
Okay, noon to 1 today.
It doesn't say what branch, but I guess the one downtown that we're talking about.
So, yeah. Well, congratulations to Mila Walker. She's the she was crowned the Miss Fairest of the fair at Putnam County over the weekend. So, Mila, congratulations to her. Very beautiful young lady. Congratulations.
Hey, congratulations from me as well. Window Cliffs, that's a beautiful area. They're having night hikes going on tonight at 7:30, so you might want to contact them ahead of time, find out what you need to wear and what you need to bring. If it's going to be at night there's going to be some critters running around, so yeah, just give them a call ahead of time. And
I would say closed-toed shoes.
Yeah, I would say so too.
So, I mean, we've got the Chacos, but like at night, you can't see them coming when you don't want something to run over your toes.
No.
I'm talking about like scurry.
Yeah.
All over your
I mean,
toes.
you think even a twig is, oh, God, it's a snake.
Exactly. I'd rather have closed-toed shoes on that and then a flashlight.
Yes, I think a flashlight
If
would
it's a
come in
night
handy.
hike.
Yeah.
Well, University Vintage, its grand opening is this Friday. Yeah, August 1st is this Friday. And Brielle Giraldi owns that, and she's a friend of the morning show. And University Vintage, they're opening up August 1st. Their grand opening, 743 North Dixie. And their grand opening will be 12 noon to 8 p.m. So if you're looking for, just look for the purple door above University Salon in front of Vinny T's across from the House of Thai. I know exactly where she's talking about now.
Of course. You know all about where the Thai restaurants are.
I love House of Thai. Drive Tim crazy with it because it was like, I think I'm craving House of Thai. And he's like, well, I'll have a burger somewhere.
Yeah, that's the one I think that's got the robot waiter.
It does. It does. But I've never been waited on by the robot waiter yet. I need to do that.
Oh, yeah. You and I love the Cumberland County Playhouse, one of my favorite spots in the Upper Cumberland.
Yeah.
Well, they've got something called 9 to 5 Afternoon Delight going on this Saturday at noon. This is kind of like a lunch along with the play, 9 to 5. So that's something going on there if you want to make your plans for this weekend.
And where's that?
Cumberland County Playhouse.
So they're going to have the play 9 to 5.
Yes.
I know that our friend Matthew, who's at the Baxter Branch Library, he saw I don't think it's called 9 to 5. It was Dolly's story that she's going to take to Broadway. He saw that at Belmont and said it was extremely good.
Well, we love Dolly. So.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Even when we think of 9 to 5, there's other characters, but,
But
there's
Dolly's
Dolly.
is the best, right. Did you have any more things you need to know?
That's all of my things to know.
All right. Well, it's time for your 2 cents. We'll get into that next. It's what is a celebrity death that hit you harder than you imagined?
Yeah, that's tough.
Especially here lately. That's what's why it came to mind, because Malcolm Jamal Warner, we've got Ozzy, and then Hulk Hogan. A lot of the people from our childhood that passed away.
Yeah, that's always tough. It is never easy when you lose one of your favorite celebrities. To me, the tragedy is something like Malcolm Jamal Warner. He's cut down he's 50, but...
Oh, yeah, I think he was 54. He's my age, actually, and I'm too young to die.
Yeah,
I'm not ready. And
I'm
I know
too young, and I'm older than that. I won't say how much, but I'm a little older.
Well, I know he has a little 8-year-old daughter, and she's now without her dad.
Yeah,
and that just
bad.
it hurt. All of them hurt. I think one of the ones that shocked me the most, now this is talk about in my lifetime, John Ritter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
John
I remember.
Ritter, who was Three's Company and played Jack.
I remember calling you and telling you about that.
I was like, no, you got to be kidding. He's like, I don't prank about things like this, but it's like you just don't want to believe it, because he had it was a heart, like not heart attack, but aorta.
Yeah, like a aneurysm or something that
of the heart that his blood vessel just collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
And that was said he wasn't feeling good that day, and all of a sudden they take him to the doctor and he dies. So I don't think there's anything that they could have done for him, but that one shocked me because I just loved him, like his goofiness. But that's the question we'll have next. What is a celebrity death that hits you harder than you imagine? We'll talk about that next, coming up on Good Morning Cookeville.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Cookeville with Sheila and Tim. My hubby is filling in for Jason, who's on vacation all week. Elevate Real Estate brings you the show, your local experts with thousands, maybe even millions at this point, of happy clients on Neal Street in Cookeville. We're in the Willow Window studio. Your 2 cents question today: what is a celebrity death that hit you harder than you imagined? So, Tim, did you say yours?
Well, Robin Williams,
Yeah.
I think somebody also said that was another one that was tragic, just the way that it happened. And there's several, but that one seemed to hit me the hardest.
Yeah, and I think he was loved by everybody because he was just a fun person that seemed to really care. You know, you knew that even though he was silly, he had a heart of gold.
Oh, yeah, and he's dramatic acting. Oh, my God, he's fantastic.
He's good at anything he did. Yeah. If he tried it, he was good at it.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Here's what others are saying. What's a celebrity death that hits you harder than you imagine? Thomas said, I would say Elvis Presley.
Oh, that was kind of out of blue.
Yeah.
Here he was, 40, 42, something like
42,
that.
42, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he had issues, but 42 is just way too young.
Well, Thomas said, I was 8 or 9 when he passed, so I was a kid. It kind of shook me a little bit, I guess. And the next would be Dale Earnhardt, I guess because of the way it happened.
Again, cut down in your prime. He was just trying to cut that last corner of the Daytona 500.
And then ran into that wall.
Yeah, they've come across some safer things, like that safer barrier to help. So some good things, that they were able to make out of it. But that was very, very tragic.
I think a lot of people were like, we thought he was larger than life, and those kind of people, it hurts worse when they go.
Right.
Because you just don't expect them to go. And that's kind of like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Larger than life. It's not like everything he did you agreed with, but he was good at what he did.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he was one of the first to be a superstar wrestler.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we had
toys. He had the Hulk Hogan
action figures,
and all that. So I was about 7 when Elvis died too, and I remember my mom started crying, and I couldn't wrap my mind around. Oh, I didn't know she knew Elvis because I was only 7, and she was
good
so
friend,
upset. And I was like, I didn't know you knew him. She goes, I didn't. It's just a big loss to the world. And I was like, I don't get it, but now I get it.
Now you get it. Yeah.
Johnny Ferguson, he said John Wayne was a hard one for him.
Interesting.
What celebrity death hurt you more than you imagined or shocked you? Nancy said Prince. That was one for me too.
Another one out of the
That's a good
blue.
one.
Yeah, he just had like a flu thing or something.
Yeah.
Passed out on an elevator. Yeah, that was a tough one to take.
And then you heard it was like drugs. It was not street drugs. It was like medication he was taking because he had back pain and things like that.
Sometimes a mix can be just as bad.
It's just horrible because I know when he had when he was touring, there were rumors saying that he didn't want any of his band members taking street drugs or anything like that. So that's what shocked me on the Prince situation. Brittany Murphy. Yes, Liz.
Oh,
Brittany Murphy. I loved Brittany Murphy. That's another great talent that's gone way too soon.
Yes.
Was she in her 30s when she passed?
I think so. I mean, she had just done like 8 Mile, and then of course, she's
8 Mile, the Eminem story.
She's the voice of Luann on
Luann?
King of the Hill.
Yeah, she was great as that. Nancy Kelly said Prince. That one was devastating for her. Lacey said Luke Perry. That's another shock. Yeah.
We actually met him briefly in person and
At Planet Hollywood.
at Planet Hollywood.
In Nashville, when it came to Nashville.
Yeah.
I don't think it's there anymore. I don't know if any Planet Hollywood is around anymore.
I don't know, to be honest.
He was
Maybe
very
in Hollywood.
maybe it lasted in Hollywood, but Luke Perry was very nice.
Yeah.
And he took pictures with all the fans and shook hands and signed autographs. He was one of the few that did, because most people just walked to that red carpet and waved, and they didn't talk to the fans.
Yeah.
But Luke stopped
Luke
and
came
talked.
over, yes.
Steve Irwin, that's a great one, Richard.
Crocodile Hunter.
The Crocodile Hunter, Steve Irwin, that was a shock too. Matthew Perry, yes.
Yes.
Tish said that. Kenny Rogers is what Tony said. We're talking about what is a celebrity death that hit you harder than you imagined.
You know, if you're a big fan of this person, it doesn't matter the age. You know, there are
true.
probably tons of Ozzy fans out there, and it's not unexpected from years of drug use and everything like that, and his age.
Well,
But
what
it's
is,
just
really, it's like, I can't believe he lived this long, but I wasn't, since he did get past that threshold and didn't pass away young, I wasn't prepared for that, because Ozzy Osbourne had just done
He finished his last tour, didn't
Well,
he?
he won his tour. It was like a celebrity tribute to Ozzy, and he came on stage and sung and did great singing. So I was like, oh, he's doing really good.
Yeah.
And then he dies 2
week
weeks
later.
later, I think
Yeah.
1 or 2 weeks later, I think that's why it was such a shock. I'm thinking, now I wonder how he even got out on the stage and performed as well as he did.
Yes.
It's just amazing. Brandon said, I've never been the same since Chris Farley died.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't
He
we
was
all?
hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I still laugh at some of his bits there.
I don't think Adam Sandler's been the same since he
Oh,
died
no.
either.
He had a song about it.
Made me cry on Saturday Night Live. You're supposed to make me laugh, Adam Sandler. But it was really sweet, a sweet tribute to him. Rhonda said Waylon Jennings, Patrick Swayze, Betty White, Ozzy, they have all hit me harder each day, each time that you're hearing about it. It's like the ones in your childhood that you grew up listening to or watching. The more you hear about them passing, the worse it seems. Princess Diana is what Christy said.
That was a tough
That's
one.
a good one. Connie said Dale Earnhardt, because she wasn't a fan but saw it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you see stuff like that happen and then they don't come back from it,
Yeah.
it's very scary, and it's that awful feeling. It's giving me chills thinking about it right now.
One that got me was Chester Bennington.
Yes.
Linkin Park.
Yes.
I just started really religiously listening to their music a few months before he passed, and that's one that I've heard a lot recently, because a lot of people my age really grew up with that.
Again, it's the manner in which it happened too.
Yeah.
And here he was, a young guy,
Yeah.
bright future and everything.
I mean, his songs were so great. He poured his heart into his writing, and to know that was gone, that was a shock to me. Like you said, how it went, and I thought he was such a bright talent and such a sweet person. But he was working with a lot of things internally that totally just bugged him. And then his friend died as well, which was Chris. Oh,
Cornell.
Chris Cornell. When he passed, he was wasn't it on the same day or
Yes, it was like a year apart.
And that's just we lost two great rock stars from that, and it's awful. It's awful. And then Toby Keith, a lot of people saying Toby Keith shocked them too when he passed away. So it's just this is a good one that got Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah, that one, another one.
And he died by suicide too. And it's I think that shocks us more, and we, all of us feel a guilt. Is well, could somebody have said something or seen something? But you don't know what somebody's going through. So, that's why give them a little bit of love sometime and check on those you love. Jeremy said Michael Jackson and Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, you know what? Both of those kind of out of the blue. You think about Kobe and dying in a helicopter, and Michael just trying to get some rest, needs a little propofol, and he got an incompetent doctor, if you ask me. And
Well, I think a lot of people agree with you on that.
yeah,
Because he wasn't even watching him on that such a heavy drug, and he was out of the room when that happened. But like even Kobe Bryant, we were saying, to know that his daughter and several other people were in that helicopter too, and when it went down, just the thoughts of, how they were feeling right before it plunged, and it's just I can't. It's just horrible. And then Lynn said Whitney Houston. She was one of my favorites too.
and also, I know this was a long time ago, but Leonard Skinner in that plane crash, I'm glad that Johnny Van Zant is able to carry on that great music, but we lost a lot of great singers.
Yeah, a lot
there.
of it's hard when you lose a great one and like in the middle of their life, like that there's lots of other life they could have lived, like Chester Bennington and Ronnie Van Zant, and then Ozzy I know was like 75, I think, or is it 77?
He was in his 70s.
He was in his 70s, but like you said, it was shock on that. And then Tina said Ozzy, Conway, and George Jones. They're all good ones there. Now, today is also Buffalo Soldiers Day. And I was like, Buffalo Soldiers.
I love it.
It said a day
Got to go out to the Gaul Ranch today.
It's a Buffalo Soldier. They commemorate the formation in 1866 of the first regular Army regiments comprising African American soldiers. The segregated regiments were disbanded during the 40s and 50s as the U.S. Armed Forces embraced integration. So that's what Buffalo Soldiers Day means. It's also National Soccer Day. A lot of folks
Everybody
love
gets your kicks
soccer.
today.
And then National Milk Chocolate Day. I love anything milk chocolate. You won't eat dark chocolate. That's how much you love milk chocolate.
Yeah, I love milk chocolate. I love vanilla chocolate, but dark is just too bitter for me.
Yeah, so you're like, So happy National Confectioners Association Day with National Milk Chocolate. I was trying to act all National Association of Confectioners Day.
They go together,
What's your favorite? You like dark or milk chocolate better, David?
I'd say that dark chocolate, I feel like, gives, it's good on its own, and I feel like it's good to mix with things. You can dress it up and, add fruit to it, or,
Ooh, he's
he's kind of trying to sweeten it up a little bit. It's not so bitter,
But it is good. That dark chocolate is good with fruit.
Yeah.
I agree with him. And Tim's like, fruit? No.
I like fruits. There's several fruits I like. Vegetables, no.
Yeah,
But,
see?
I mean, there's a few.
I
but-
was thinking good things for you? No.
Yeah. Well, fried, if the fried okra.
You're a
for
Southern
example.
boy. Yeah.
Everything's got to be fried,
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
All right. Well, coming up, we've got our guests on the way. Charlotte Austin. She'll be in here a little after 7. Cookeville Police Department. She is the community service sergeant. And National Night Out will be coming up next week. Also, Lindsay Holloway with This Is Living Ministry will be here at 7:30. So that's all coming up on Good Morning Cookeville with Sheila and Tim.
Woo!
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln Cookeville. Are you tired of having to wait at a dealership to get your car serviced? Well, then you're going to love Ford Mobile Service from Ford of Cookeville. From oil changes and tire rotations to simple repairs, our certified technicians will do their thing right in your own driveway thanks to our state-of-the-art mobile service van. Let us come to you. Schedule your Ford Mobile Service now at FordLincolnCookeville.com or give us a call at 931-526-3325. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
I'm Jacob Vincent with the UCR Sports Report. 5 new members were inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown on Sunday. Ichiro Suzuki, CC Sabathia, Billy Wagner, Dick Allen, and Dave Parker were all enshrined into the hall, with Allen and Parker being honored posthumously. Ichiro became the first Japanese-born player to be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. He was also one vote shy of being voted in unanimously. One of the top arms in the upcoming free agent class in the MLB is officially off the market, as Seth Lugo signed a multi-year deal to remain with the Kansas City Royals. Lugo has posted an ERA of .360 or lower in each of the past 5 seasons, due in part to his 9-pitch repertoire. This season, he's 7-5 with a .295 ERA for Kansas City. Kurt Kitayama became a 2-time PGA Tour winner with a win at the 3M Open in Minnesota on Sunday. He won by 1 stroke, shooting 23 under par to beat Sam Stevens. Kitayama was a shot shy of history on Saturday as he fired an 11 under par 60 to shoot up the leaderboard. He shot 65 yesterday for his second tour victory. The Atlanta Braves lost their 5th game in a row as they fell to the Rangers 8-1 yesterday. Atlanta is now 2-8 in their last 10. The Cincinnati Reds beat the Tampa Bay Rays 2-1 and completed the series sweep. The Reds have now won 4 games in a row. Tigers over the Blue Jays 10-4. Cubs beat the White Sox 5-4, and the Brewers topped the Marlins 3-2. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Sheila Scruggs with my hubby, Tim Scruggs. Jason is on vacation all this week, so Tim is filling in for Jason. Elevate Real Estate brings you our show. We want to thank them. They're on Neal Street in Cookeville. Elevate Real Estate, just a great group of people, and I love the name Elevate because they want to elevate you to the next level in your life, and they also have good videos, too, on their page. So if you haven't followed their Facebook page, they motivate you that way, too, on Elevate, and we are in the Willow Window Studio as well. It's time for Spoiler Alert, which kind of tells us what's going on in Hollywood and the TV shows and everything. We're going to see what's going on in the way of Hollywood buzz right now. Coyote versus Acme, a live-action animated Looney Tunes comedy shelved in 2023 by Warner Brothers for a tax write-off, has been revived, which I think a lot of people will be interested in the Coyote versus Acme.
Especially us. We grew up with Coyote and Roadrunner.
It's been revived. Gotta get this. Catch-up entertainment. It's now set for global theatrical release on August 28th of next year, and organizers announced it at Comic-Con.
Well, speaking of Comic-Con, George Lucas actually made his first appearance at the San Diego Comic-Con Sunday, which is yesterday, unveiling the upcoming Lucas Museum of Narrative Art. And George Lucas, of course, directed the original Star Wars. We're talking back in 1977, and the first 4 or 5. I don't know, David. Do you know? But
I think he got the prequels and the original trilogy. He was also heavily involved as a reference in the Cartoon Network Clone Wars series, like helping where Dave Filoni brought it together, but George was like a reference to help fill out the gaps in like little textural details and bringing it
cool. And the San Diego Comic-Con, that's the top of the top of the list here. So
that's probably who started it, I would guess, the San Diego Comic-Con. Mm-hmm. And David, I was also going to ask you, you were saying there's going to be a Lego set that's coming out and it's the most expensive ever?
Yeah, there's supposed to be a $1,000 Lego Death Star coming out sometime this year. It's the most expensive Lego set ever put out. There's been some that are close, like $800, whatever, in the Ultimate Collector's Series, right. UCS.
We're into 4 digits now, so.
Yes, yeah.
And then you said about 35 characters will be included?
They're So far, there's nothing confirmed as inclusions, but if you have ever seen the old Death Star big sets, the previous ones would have either an exterior or an interior. The speculation is that this one will have a fully featured interior and paneling to cover the exterior.
That's really neat. I know that Freaky Dave's Titanic, he said you open up the Titanic.
He's a Lego lover.
You open up the Titanic, it has the stairs in it and everything. So on the outside, it's amazing to look at with this huge Lego Titanic. And then he said on the inside, it's just as intricate. So it's amazing.
See, people that just build a square house are impressive to me.
So let alone a Lego Titanic or a Lego home. Jay Leno, he criticized today's late night host for leaning too heavily into partisan political humor.
Amen.
During a recent interview at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation, Jay Leno said that many of today's hosts alienate half of their audience with political jokes by cozying up on one side or the other. He said the former Tonight Show host added, "I don't think anybody wants to hear a lecture."
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I've been feeling.
and you know, you hear that humor, and of course, there's always been political humor going back to the Johnny Carson, Jack Parr days. But they were equal opportunity destroyers. But
both sides got picked on a little bit.
Yeah,
so
it's really partisan. You think about Jimmy Kimmel, he's probably the worst offender. But you got Jimmy Fallon and, of course, Stephen Colbert, who has just been recently canceled by CBS.
So I don't like cancel culture that much either, though.
No, I don't like that
it's just
either.
like you do one thing. It's like we can't make any mistakes whatsoever or you're out.
Right.
So, and I mean, you know, we're in the eye of the public sometimes too locally, and it's like I'm not perfect, and I'm not going to say I am. Jennifer Lopez, she's left off wardrobe malfunction.
Oh boy,
Let's see
here we
what
go
happened
again.
with her. Up All Night Live, her concert Friday night in Warsaw. Fans sang happy birthday to her. Her gold fringe skirt slipped off mid-performance, revealing high-waisted underwear.
Was this on purpose or not?
I don't know. Lopez joked, "I'm out here in my underwear," and tossed the skirt into the crowd, quipping later, "I'm glad I had underwear on. I don't usually wear underwear."
Oh,
J-Lo. The show marked part of Jennifer Lopez's first major tour in 6 years, celebrating her 56th birthday.
Do you remember the show Murder, She Wrote that had Angela Lansbury, I believe, was the title character there, the main character? If you don't, anyway, there's going to be a reboot of that, and Jamie Lee Curtis is going to star. So
I didn't know that.
This is going to be a really good thing. Now they've rebooted Matlock with Kathy Bates.
Right. And
Apparently that's successful.
See, I thought it was a reboot, but she just paid tribute to him, saying, "Hey, like the old show Matlock in the show."
Yeah, exactly.
But it wasn't like a reboot of the show.
Okay, yeah, then I get that. So.
Well, the box office. Let's see what was tops at the box office this weekend. The Fantastic Four was number one, 118 million. Superman, still holding strong, number two, 24.9 million. Jurassic World Rebirth in at number 3 at 13 million. F1, that's the Brad Pitt movie. It's been hanging on there for quite some time. So Brad Pitt still brings people to the box office.
Yeah.
And number 5, Smurfs.
The Smurfs are still alive, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also this story won't go away, but Gwyneth Paltrow has been hired by Astronomy. That's the company whose CEO and HR representative were caught on the Kiss cam at the Coldplay concert. So Gwyneth, I guess, is trying to work as PR person and minimize the damage that has already been happening with that company.
So what is she doing?
That's a good question.
Is she buying the company? I don't know if that does any better for it. She's got her makeup line called Goop.
She was with Chris Martin for a while, the lead singer from Coldplay.
And they've got kids together. They were married for a long time.
Right. Maybe she's the publicity person for Coldplay instead of Astronomy. I don't know. One of those is getting Gwyneth Paltrow to do some damage control.
It says she addresses public curiosity without mentioning the incident directly in a tongue-in-cheek video, while highlighting astronomers' AI and data automation services. I So I guess, I don't know what she was trying to do. Just had something funny. I guess people were waiting to see what she had to say since she was Chris Martin's ex.
Yeah. Here it is. It says, actually, I didn't read that good. Coldplay, Kiss Cam, Cheaters Company. Well, so there we go. Astronomy hired her.
Okay, I get you. That's weird.
It is. It's odd, but man, it went everywhere. You talk about a viral video. It never went away.
It's still not gone. People still memeing that. Well, Bubba Wallace, he became the first black driver to win a major race on Indianapolis Motor Speedway's 2.5-mile oval this past weekend. Congratulations, Bubba Wallace.
That's quite a feat there. Just winning the Indianapolis 500, or was it not the 500? It was a race at Indianapolis, or was it?
Oh, it said just Indianapolis Motor Speedway 2.5-mile oval. It didn't say Indianapolis 500. I think it's not until February.
Okay, yeah.
I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Well, winning any race, I'm telling you.
Adam Sandler, he paid tribute to his former on-screen son in Happy Gilmore 2, Cameron Boyce, because Boyce passed away in 2019 at the age of 20. So that's sad. Of course, Adam Sandler, man, he's got such a heart. And that's what I'm learning about a lot of our comedians. You know, you think they're just silly and funny, but they care a lot, too. There's a lot of feelings in there.
And we're trying to catch up on it. So we watched Happy Gilmore 1.
We watched 1 because it'd been so long since we watched it. We haven't seen Happy Gilmore 2 yet. We'll probably watch it tonight.
Yeah, probably so.
Destiny's Child, during her final Cowboy Carter show in Las Vegas on Saturday, Beyonce reunited with her band members, Kelly Rowland and Michelle Williams. I bet the crowd went wild on that one.
Yeah, Destiny's Child out there together again. Man, that sounds good there.
Fever versus Sky. The Indiana Fever
we got
defeated Chicago Sky 93-78. It was on their Sunday game, and that was missing stars Caitlin Clark and
she didn't
Angel
play,
Reese.
Huh? Oh, well, that's another great superstar.
Yeah.
And you said who won? Was it Indiana that won?
The Fever defeated Chicago Sky 93-78.
That is 2 really good players that are out.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of having maybe Magic Johnson and Larry Bird miss a game, but the Lakers playing the Celtics.
Yeah, I would be really upset if I went and I was like, no Caitlin Clark, and then no Angel Reese either.
No, neither one.
That is your spoiler alert. Did you have anything else that we wanted to talk about? I know Happy Gilmore 2 is out. Is that Netflix, I think?
Yeah, I believe
think it
so.
is Netflix. If you pull up we watched the first one and we were going to watch the second one, but then we got sleepy because we played it too late at night. And we're like, we got to get up early. But it's out. Coming up next, we're going to talk about... what are we talking about, Tim? It's like the good story, the real good.
The real good.
And then we're going to do questions. I think it's Ask Sheila because I asked Jason last week. So
I get to ask the questions.
You get to ask the questions.
It's terrible the other way around. When you ask me the questions.
No, it isn't. It's more fun that way.
Oh, no, it's horrible.
Well, that's coming up next. The real good, and we'll see how I do this morning on questions. I don't even know. I feel like I'm not going to do that great, but that's coming up next on Good Morning Cookeville.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-Window 1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Monday morning forecast. Our work week is starting out on a hot and sticky note. We'll see mostly sunny skies for much of the day. Scattered showers and thunderstorms may develop in some areas during the afternoon hours. Highs will top out in the lower 90s with a heat index over 100 possible.
brought to you by Elevate Real Estate on Neal Street in Cookeville. They'll elevate you to the next level of your home. So if you're buying or selling your homes or looking for a home, Elevate Real Estate can help you. We're in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Sheila Scruggs. That's Tim Scruggs,
Yes.
my hubby, filling in for
Good morning,
Jason this
everyone.
week. And it's time for the Real Good.
You know, I look forward to that every time. So
Okay. What Jason does it better when he leads into it. He's like, we try to find stories that are positive and uplifting, and we call it the real good. All right, the first story in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, author Tracy Pileski donated hundreds of books to help raise low reading scores among grade schoolers. Copies of Tracy's book, Life on Stony Run, were distributed to the kids through the Harrisburg Salvation Army Youth Program. She says reading scores are on the decline, especially for grade schoolers. It's incredibly important we reintroduce kids to the love of books. And I think so, too.
Oh, yeah. And then, you know, we mentioned her early. Dolly Parton has got her imagination
library
that sends out books to help, younger kids learn how to read and, get a good start heading into school.
Yeah, up until they're 5 years old, which is great. Tracy, she's doing her part, too, by giving away her book and urging kids to read daily. Her message is simple. If you have a book, you'll never be alone. Put down the screens and learn to love reading again. I agree with that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Over the weekend in Denver, thousands of people gathered to sit and eat at a table stretched a mile long table. That's probably about like the 111 yard sale. Just goes on and on and on.
Not quite as long as the 111 yard sale, but almost.
You think that's more than a mile?
Yeah. It is. It's in 2 different states.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it goes from Kentucky down through Crossville.
Well, in Alabama, too, I think.
Oh, man. 3 states then.
Yeah.
Wow. A local caterer served 1,300 pounds of chicken on 660 tables, surrounded by 5,280 chairs.
Wow.
Man. The dining experience was all about community and connection, allowing people from all walks of life to share a meal and enjoy each other's company. So
really nice. So to both of those groups, like the one starting getting the kids interested in reading and the mile-long table, y'all are real good. So it's time for Ask Sheila. I don't know where I'm at on my trying to beat Well, Jason did 14, I think, so I need to beat 14 for the week. But we have 3 questions a day, so I need to get all these right.
To you ahead of time.
No cheating.
No cheating. Okay. Let's start with here. The average one of these has wheels and travels 8 miles per hour.
What the average one of the? What is there a topic on this? These questions, because usually we give a topic, but I don't.
Oh, let's see. The Extreme Trivia Challenge includes 3 mystery factoids. So that's not any help, is it?
No, we usually read the questions and see what the topic is, but does this have to do with daily people or what?
Yeah, in a sense, not necessarily all people, but
okay, ask me again. I'm totally off kilter.
The average one of these has wheels and travels 8 miles per hour. 8 miles is pretty
tricycle.
Slow. That's what I thought. I thought maybe one of those Segways or a tricycle, but it's not either one of those. And this one kind of surprises me, actually. About half of the workforce maybe might use this.
A cart?
U-cart? No.
No, I meant like a cart. You roll something around on a cart.
Like a little wagon or something, or a wheelbarrow. No.
Oh, what about your chair, your office chair?
Yes, that's it. The office chair.
8 miles an hour.
8 miles an hour.
That's moving on for an office chair, actually.
I'm like, what are you going, downhill or something? Because I can't imagine flying around the office at 8 miles per hour. You'll run over somebody.
Well, somebody brought their kids the other day, and they were in the office chair, and they probably were going more than 8 miles an hour. They were in that office chair. All right, question 2. So did I get that right, or did I have too many guesses? David is the tiebreaker.
I'd say you got that. You didn't grasp at it too many times.
Thank you, David.
Apparently, this is office kind of category. I don't know.
Gotcha.
The average office employee does this twice a day. What is it?
Does the average office employee gossip?
Well, no, but they probably do it more than twice.
Snack.
Yes, they eat
really?
something. Yes.
Yay!
They probably snack while they're working, but
'Cause
you
you're
know they
like-
got to have a lunch in there somewhere.
Snacks aren't the same as lunch. It's a
No.
different category.
Right, exactly.
Lunch is more food.
Yes.
All right.
There's no, you got a power bar under the desk or something in your drawer. Let's see, 56% of people surveyed would rather get yelled at by their boss than experience this. What is it?
Yelled at. I'd rather get yelled at by my boss than experience whatever this is.
Yeah, see, I thought maybe getting fired, but no, that's not it.
I don't know. Is there a hint?
Well, it's something you like sometimes, but you'd probably rather
At work?
get not get yelled at your boss, but let's say
Being late for work?
no.
Well, what?
Well, David's got it right now going on.
David's got it going. A beard? I don't want a beard.
No.
But David looks fine in one.
Miss their morning coffee.
Oh, miss their morning coffee.
Yeah.
They'd rather
They'd
get
rather
yelled,
get yelled at than miss coffee.
Well, it wakes some
And that's
people
more
up.
than half of the people. That's 56% of people would rather get yelled at by their boss than miss their morning coffee. I'm flabbergasted.
So, I just got. Did I get 2 of those?
Yeah, 2 out of
Okay.
3.
We'll have to keep up this week. So I got 2.
Uh-huh.
Tomorrow, hopefully, I can get more. But anyway,
That was a tough one, though.
it was tough. So it said if you could change the name of something, what would it be? Reddit asked you could rename one common object to something way more accurate. What would it be? For instance, like a jet ski, a motorcycle.
Motorcycle. That would be
That
cool.
sounds like something I'd name it.
It reminds me of those duck things that will ride out on the road and get into the water.
What was that? The wacky duck thing? You could ride them on the road, then they can go right in the water.
Yeah. They're real slow,
Where did
though.
we see those at?
I think it was Chattanooga, but I'm not sure. And they're also the term sitting duck came from that because they're real slow in the water and easy to pick off if it was during the war. So that's where this phrase sitting duck comes from. But a motorcycle / boat.
Yeah.
Boatercycle.
A motorcycle.
I love it.
What about knives? They should really be called chopsticks.
They should
Not
be
chopsticks. Apartment togethernments. I don't like that one as much.
We're not apart. We're together.
I don't like it. The wrappers from fast food use Kleenexes, old receipts that you toss in the floor of the car. Garbage instead of garbage.
You talking about like the glove compartment full of
old receipts and stuff. Which
I meant napkins, of course. Which
yeah, but not used ones. I have like not used napkins. Like
you're talking about leaving like a cup
this
over
is what
here.
they're saying on Reddit. Like some people use their car as trash. They'll just throw it in the floorboard.
Yeah.
And they say
have
that
like
needs-
2 days out of the year they clean it out.
Yeah. Ready Whip should be called because it makes that sound when it comes out.
I think I'll stick with Ready Whip on that one.
I've often wondered this. Why aren't unicorns called unihorns? Because they got the one.
Yeah, they don't have any horns.
Why aren't they called unihorns?
Yeah.
Where'd they get unicorn? It sounds cuter.
Oh, yeah.
But calculator to calculate sooner. I know, it's stupid.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can only count on your fingers so high, and then you got to get that calculus sooner. That will get everything.
It said soccer ball should be a football, which some countries call it football.
I think everybody but the U.S. We got American
football
football.
should be a hand egg. That's stupid. I don't like it. Then boxing, their boxing gloves.
Uh-huh.
Someone said they should call them boxing mittens, but that's too cute. Mittens and kittens remind me of each other because they sound alike. My little mittens. My little kittens have mittens.
Boxing mittens. Come on.
All right. Excuse me. I'm like losing my voice today. Let's drink more coffee.
Yes.
I don't want to be yelled at.
Let me drink more Diet Coke. All right.
Not show sponsors, but anyway. Let's all worry about an asteroid. Scientists who've known about an asteroid named 2024 YR4 for a while. It's the size of a building. I don't know what building, but initially appeared to be on a potential collision course with Earth. Currently, YR4 is on the other side of the sun, and scientists don't think it will hit Earth now.
Don't think.
But I don't think it will. We need to know.
We need to.
I don't know. I don't think so. But they aren't ruling out it hitting the moon in 2032. Lights out. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
The latest odds of that happening are 3.1%. In astronomy, that's considered risky. If it did hit the moon, they say the Earth wouldn't face any significant physical danger, although there is a chance that any astronauts or infrastructure on the lunar surface at that time could be at risk. No duh.
Can we get a video game what is it, Asteroids, where we just blow it up and into little pieces or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, all this technology, can't we do something about it before it's a problem? Obviously not. We had our astronaut from Cookeville, Barry.
He was stuck in space, 6, 7 months?
It's supposed to be 1 month. Less than 1 month. Also, satellites orbiting our planet could be hit by the debris of this asteroid if it causes any problems.
Maybe one of those Chinese weather balloons or something.
Chinese weather. Speaking of which, Tim and I watched that Balloon Boy documentary too. It wasn't that good. Did you like it? You know, I don't know if y'all remember Balloon Boy. I think it was in the early 90s or mid 90s when he said, hey, my son is up in this balloon that I created, this weather light balloon. It was a big, 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 what do you call those shiny balloons? Mylar?
Mylar, yeah. That's what
it
it looked like anyway.
But it looked like a satellite, like a huge disc.
It was big.
And so his son was up inside that, which wound up not being up inside it, which I thought he lied. But the documentary said the kid was just hiding in the house somewhere.
Yeah, and one of the brothers said, "Yes, he's up there. I saw him get in." But no, he was. It turned out like helicopters and everything. TV crews were following this balloon, and come to find out,
mad that dad lied, or I don't know, but that. I don't know if you want to waste an hour of your time watching it. What do you think,
If you
Tim?
got nothing better to do, maybe, or while
Did you
you're
learn
cleaning
anything about it? I mean, did you learn something that you didn't already know when you watched it?
I don't remember it happening. So yeah,
He's
I
like,
learned
yeah, I
that it
learned. I
happened.
didn't even, because I was like, come on, you want to watch this? He goes, what is it? And then I was like, hey, you remember this news story? And then I played a little bit of that trailer for it. And he goes, I don't even know what you're talking about. Go ahead and watch it if you want to.
Well, I mean, I got curious then, you know.
And then it wasn't that great. Then afterwards, he looks at me like, well, that wasn't that good, Sheila. I go, sorry. But that's it. So notable dates that are upcoming, September 1st will be Labor Day.
You believe that? It's already September.
Is it? No, it's August.
August, excuse me. I was going to skip August because of the weather.
Scary. And school starts back next Monday.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, so.
See, for kids and teachers, that's a horrible day, but.
It'll be a half day this Friday.
For me, school's on.
Yeah.
It's a horrible thing.
But you got to do the speed limit.
Oh, yes, please, by all means.
Tim, set a good example, please.
All right. I just don't like slowing down to 15, but I do. Because, you got children.
Right, Tim.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like it, but I do it.
Right.
And you know who else I feel sorry for? Those workers that are out there directing traffic. And they volunteer their time. A lot of them do. Or don't make that much. And that's dangerous out there because people be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my 2 cents on that.
You can get off your soapbox now.
Right. But yeah, no, we're getting ready for, this is the last week of July. And Friday is August 1st, which the kids go a couple hours. They start at 10, I think, or go until 10. 8 to 10. We don't have kids, you can see. But anyway, coming up next, we'll have Charlotte Austin from Cookeville Police Department. She is the Community Services Sergeant. National Night Out is what we'll talk about coming up after 7. Then at 7:30, Lindsay Holloway will be with us from This Is Living Ministry. That's all coming up on Good Morning Cookeville.
TRN News.
Heat advisories continue to stay active in Tennessee. The Memphis area under an extreme heat warning. Nashville, a heat advisory, both active until Wednesday night. Stay hydrated and in cool areas when possible. A Bolton High School football player dies after suffering from a severe heat stroke. 16-year-old Joshua Henderson passed away on Saturday after spending weeks in the hospital. Henderson's body gave out on him at a practice. His family is running a GoFundMe to help cover funeral and burial costs. Geodis Logistics planning to shut down their distribution center in Mount Juliet. The company filing a notice with the state officials saying operations will be shuttered by September 30th. The closure impacts nearly 60 employees. Workforce Essentials has been directed to assist the individuals who are being laid off. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Hey everybody, Rachel Ray here. Nothing puts a bigger smile on my face than cooking up a big meal for family and friends. But there's not enough room at my table for the 17 million kids in America who are struggling with hunger. These children, that's 1 out of every 5, often have to skip meals because there's just nothing to eat in the kitchen. Yet there's more than enough healthy, nutritious food produced right here in America to feed every last hungry child. If only there was a way to get it to them. That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks collects surplus food to give hope to hungry kids and their families all across our country. But they can't do it without your help. Join me in supporting Feeding America at your local food bank and at feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
A message from Feeding America and the Ad Council.
The heat's sticking around Tennessee, and most of the state is still under a heat advisory until Wednesday night, whereas far west Tennessee has an extreme heat warning, whereas the heat index could reach up to 116 this week. Stay in air-conditioned rooms when possible, and drink plenty of fluids and wear loose-fitting clothing if you need to be outside. Governor Bill Lee setting the date for the special election to replace U.S. Representative Mark Green. He announced Friday it's taking place December 2nd. The Tennessee Republican's last day in office was last Sunday. He's leaving to take a job in the private sector. Voters for both parties in the 7th District will choose their nominees during primaries set in October. A Chattanooga City Council member proposing an end to the city's curbside recycling program. Councilman Chip Henderson says the cut would provide the city about $1.3 million, and the surplus of money could be used to fund raises for police and firefighters. However, Mayor Tim Kelly later put out a statement saying he's not supporting this removal. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Putnam County Commission will consider tonight approving a proposed budget for the new fiscal year. The recommended spending plan does not call for an increase to the county's $2.66 property tax rate. It does include 17 new employees requested by elected officials and department heads. The State Department of Economic and Community Development has awarded Livingston a $1 million grant for site grading at the city's industrial site. Livingston, one of just 6 cities across the volunteer state to receive the funding. The Cookeville Planning Commission meets tonight to consider a zoning code change that allows drive-through restaurants in the neighborhood commercial district. Planners in May sent a recommendation to the city council that would have permitted drive-through restaurants as a use upon appeal to the Board of Zoning Appeals. However, council members agreed to refer the matter back to the Planning Commission after several residents spoke out against having drive-through restaurants in the neighborhood commercial district. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Monday morning forecast. Our work week is starting out on a hot and sticky note. We'll see mostly sunny skies for much of the day. Scattered showers and thunderstorms may develop in some areas during the afternoon hours. Highs will top out in the lower 90s with a heat index over 100 possible.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic and share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Sheila Scruggs. That's Tim Scruggs, my hubby. And we have a special guest in here talking about National Night Out, Sergeant Charlotte Austin. She is the Community Services Sergeant, and we're so happy to have you here.
Great to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Welcome.
So I know National Night Out, it used to be celebrated so many years ago. I think is this the first year doing it again?
Yes, it's the first year that we've done it in quite some time. I don't have the exact number, but it's been a while since we've participated. And when I took over this new position, I was like, hey, we've got to get back on this. So,
I agree, because the kids love it so much, and there's so many things that would always happen during National Night Out. So it's next week?
Yes, next Tuesday, August 5th. It'll be at Dogwood Park Amphitheater area from 6 to 8 p.m.
And communication or community involvement is a very important part. You know, building that relationship between the Cookeville Police Department and the community.
Right.
You got to show them we're not bad guys, we are the good guys.
Yeah, and the National Night Out is a nationwide event, and August 5th is the national night for everybody across the United States. And so we are not just doing the police department. We've invited all the local police agencies. We'll have a lot of other first responder agencies, EMS, EMA.
What a great job they have done all around this region.
Yeah, some of our community partners will be there. Just, we want the community to know all the resources that are available to them, and so we're all here for them.
So what kind of things will you have that night that kids can get into and have fun?
So we're going to have a wide variety of activities for kids. We're going to have a bounce house. We have a dunk tank. We have some special guests in the dunk tank. We're going to do a little reveal at some point for those. And we're going to have a big raffle. We've got some bicycles, a kayak, a skateboard, just some other odds and ends.
Big prizes.
Yeah, some great prizes. We're going to have some cornhole boards. We've got Kona Ice is hooking us up with some snow cones, so everybody will hopefully get a snow cone. And we're going to have Shaquana Wester will be there with some cotton candy and a 360 dance cam. So we're going to have...
That's always a lot of fun.
Yeah,
too.
and we'll have DJ Tyrone Carver spinning some tunes for
Good
us.
friend.
Yeah.
Hopefully having some people show us their moves.
So that's kind of love it because people always video it too, make little reels out of it.
And there will be lots of videos, I'm sure.
I will not be participating in that part.
In the video.
But I will love to be there. I mean, all those other activities. And where are we going to this time?
The Dogwood Park Amphitheater area.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, in the adjacent lawn.
And that's a good, a lot of room for you guys to kind of spread out and them to meet some of the officers. And I know you said we've got to get this back on again because it's been several years since we did National Night Out here in the Cookeville area. What makes it so special to you, do you think?
Well, I love my role as the community sergeant. You know, community outreach is my kind of niche, I guess. I love getting involved with the community and just meeting new people and learning about people and different, cultures and things like that. And so I just thought it would be a great way for all of us to be out there and, let the people come to us. And so we'll all be there and acting silly and, playing games, and we'll be involved in the games and stuff. So,
it's fun to know that you can kind of talk to the kids and you're not, you're kind of on duty, but not on duty. I think it's good for them to see y'all in a positive light too.
Sure. And that's what National Night Out is designed to do. It is just designed to build those community partnerships and then promote our, anti-drug coalition will be there, Power of Putnam will be there. And so we want people to know about the programs that we have available, and the kind of initiatives that we're doing
to prevent
crime and things.
That's what I'm thinking.
And not just, our interaction won't be just a traffic stop. It'll be just us as human beings interacting together in a positive light, hopefully.
Well, the more they feel comfortable with y'all, if something does go wrong in their life or they need you, they won't feel as afraid to go walking up to you, hey, I need some help.
Sure.
And that's such an important thing because there's so many that don't get to see an officer. So this is a way to kind of like, oh, they're just like us, but they're wanting to take care of our community.
Right. Yeah. A lot of times whenever we encounter people, it may be the worst day of their life. And so we want to try to change that and, meet them before that day happens. So that way they know that we're there to help them.
I think it's important for y'all too.
Oh, for sure.
It's like a fun day and you take the pressure off, although getting set up, I know is a lot of work.
You know all about that.
Getting set up is work. But to let people see you as real people and that y'all can have fun as well.
Right. Yeah. And we also will have a little touch truck event there at the parking lot at the Cookeville History Museum. We'll hopefully have a bunch of police cars and a fire truck and maybe an ambulance, for the kiddos to walk around in and look. And see
she and I did the Cookeville Police
Academy.
Yeah, the Citizens Police Academy. Citizens Fire Academy. Boy, those were a lot of fun. Those still going on? We did ride-alongs and everything.
Yes, I still participated in the Citizens Academy and I love that.
It was years ago. It was in the 90s when we did it. But
aging us here.
Well, but I was saying,
when we were
still
10.
remember how important it was that I felt that, to really see just a little glimpse of what you guys do.
Sure.
And that it's not as easy as what people think.
Oh, no.
Right.
And just to see how much stress it can be just on a day-to-day basis because you never know what that call is going to be.
Right. You never know, yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people that do take those classes learn to appreciate you even more.
Right, yeah. It's a great way for people to get a hands-on look because they may watch Cops or something like that. But, they're getting a little 30-minute snippet of what we do.
Right.
So it's great to have people actually in the car and we can explain why we do things the way we do them. And it's I love it.
What talk about stress. I mentioned this to Charlotte when she came in. 90 degrees outside. And look at the bulletproof vest and all the equipment she's got to carry
it
around.
Puts on a lot of heavy armor on you, doesn't it? And that makes you hotter, I would think. When you've got to be out, you're probably not having to go to the wrecks and stuff like that. Do you still have to do that?
No, I don't.
Because you're community services. Yeah. So what kind of things do you do besides the National Night Out?
So I go out to all the schools in the city of Cookeville. We have a program. It's called LEAD. It's similar to the DARE program from when I was a kid. It's anti-drug and learning about feelings and how to cope with your feelings, and it's okay to have feelings and things like that. And so we teach those to the 4th graders here in the city.
That's wonderful.
So when school's getting fired up, very soon.
Yes,
so
very important these days because of the things that are going on in schools. So that presence is really, really important.
It's
right
really
now.
needed for sure.
And so I do that, and it's fun to interact with the kids. And then I go like to nursing homes and do visits with elderly. And we started the popsicle patrol. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but we just load up.
Let me know your next location. I'll be there.
We load up the side by side with a cooler full of popsicles and just go around, and hand them out at the parks and just try to interact with people and do tours at the PD. And we have some little DUI pedal cars that we do demonstrations with, and those are always silly and fun. And, yeah, we have a big preparedness expo coming up in September, and so I just do any of those kind of events that we have with the community.
That's
I set
great.
up a booth and I'm there, and yeah.
Well, coming up next, we'll talk more about National Night Out and what Sergeant Austin is doing at the Cookeville Police Department, and find out some other things they're getting into. So we'll do that coming up next on Good Morning Cookeville.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. You're listening to, or watching, I should say, a Good Morning Cookeville. It's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate, and we're in the Willow Window studio. I'm Sheila Scruggs. Tim Scruggs is with me, co-hosting this week because Jason is out on vacation.
Glad to be here.
But Community Services Sergeant Charlotte Austin with the Cookeville Police Department is with us. We're talking about National Night Out that's coming up Tuesday at Dogwood Pavilion. And what time is that?
It'll be from 6 to 8 p.m.
Not tomorrow, Tuesday, but the next week.
Yeah, a week from tomorrow.
Week from tomorrow. And you said there's so many people that helped you guys get this together, and some of your donors and volunteers. Let's really talk about them too and praise them for what they're doing.
Blue Waters Equipment Rental, they've helped us out. Power of Putnam has been a huge contributor. Papa John's, Tim up at Papa John's is hooking us up with some pizzas.
He's so great.
Yeah.
He's such. These folks that you're talking about are so community minded.
Yes.
And I know even you said the snow cones with Kona Ice.
Yeah. And,
that'll be good on a hot
Domino's
day.
Is hooking us up with some pizza too. We're
Oh,
hoping
yeah.
everybody can get a slice of pizza and a snow cone. That is our goal. And then DJ Tyrone Carver is donating his time in Shaquana Wester. And then Academy Sports and Outdoors has told me that they're going to give us some stuff to raffle off as well. So it's been a great response from the people that we've asked. They've all said yes. Been gracious about helping us out. So I can't wait to
And the kids can, like you start talking about raffles, there's a lot of great prizes they could win too. So did they sign up to win those?
Yeah, so we'll have a booth. We'll have a big CPD tent and booth area, and we'll be handing out some National Night Out merchandise that is specifically for National Night Out, some pencils and fans and things like that are branded just for National Night Out. But we'll also hand out those raffle tickets, and then throughout the evening we'll have the raffle drawings for all the different prizes that we've got.
And that's what's fun too. I know I remember one year, and this was probably about 10 years ago. Of course, the firefighters got involved too, and they were spraying the kids with the hose because it was so hot.
Yeah.
So everybody just gets involved.
Yeah, we're hoping we can get a fireman in the dunk tank. I don't know. We'll see.
I bet you can.
No pressure, fireman.
So I know you said you love your job. So what made you want to become an officer? Had you been that way ever since you were growing up?
Yeah, when I was 15, my brother graduated from Toledo in Nashville, the police academy there. And the day that I went for his graduation, I was just like, oh man, this is it. You know, when they lined up and they marched out, like it just something hit me, and I just knew that's what I had to do. You know, and so
That's a calling you just got to have. You know, a lot of people when they're like maybe elementary school or something, police might be a good job for me, and somewhere along the lines, maybe not. But it's got to be something that's a calling for you, something deep inside.
I think it's got to be a passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's really not. I mean, you get paid for it, but you don't get paid as much as you should. Because it is some dangerous parts of it sometimes. But I think you love connecting with the community, is what I've been hearing from you.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, and I'm one of those people that's lucky. I get to go to work every day, and it doesn't feel like a job because I love what I do. You know, so I feel very fortunate to
That's
do that.
what
every
you
day.
always said. You know, if you do something you love, you never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
And so
It's the truth, though. Yeah. And it's like, I feel like it keeps you young, too. Because
I hope so.
you're doing what you love.
Yeah.
So you were saying you even go visit the senior citizens and things like that. How do you feel like that's making a difference for them? What have they told you? What's some of the things that they've said?
So we went on Valentine's Day, and we participated in the little NHC Valentine's Day party there. I need to go back again, but we handed out pizza, and we played games with them, and we, put on the silly little heart headbands, and I feel like a lot of those people, maybe they don't get visited enough. Their families maybe don't live here, or they're just not around anymore. And so I feel like it has to be lonely. And so if they can just see a face, a new face that's interested in talking to them and learning their name, and I just feel like that's got to be fulfilling in some way. And it may not be. I'm just guessing.
Sure it
but,
is.
I would like to think that us just being there and them not being so lonely, or knowing that there's someone,
or knowing there's somebody in the community that actually took time to come
Right.
and not just visit, but also play games with them.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
played
that's
a
gotta
ring
lift
toss
them up.
game, and this woman, she kicked my butt. Yeah, it was great.
You're like the best butt kicking you've ever had.
Yeah, it was great.
But when you feel like you do make a difference, you connect with those folks and you make them smile.
Yeah,
that's like a gift right there.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I loved seeing their faces light up, and it was just it was a good time, and I really enjoyed it.
Well, you were talking about there's something else coming up. I don't know what the date is, and we don't have it from. But you're talking about the preparedness thing that's coming up. That's a couple of months away, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's in September. It's on September 13th. Yeah, and it'll be down at the airport in Sparta.
And if I didn't skip a month this time.
Yeah, he was already saying it's coming up September. I'm like, no, we haven't got through August yet.
Yeah,
I
it'll be here
want
quick.
to.
Yeah,
we got to get through National Night Out next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Forgive me, everyone who has a birthday in August. I'm done with the heat. I'm ready for September and fall
we're ready
fun
for
fest
fall
and
and
everything.
football.
Yeah.
But that's like at the airport in Sparta. That's a wonderful place to kind of spread out and do some activities. So what will be there in September?
Oh, there'll be a huge. It's a big event. There'll be all kinds of vendors there. Personally, I will be there with our pedal cars and our trailer and things like that. And I think our command center will be down there. And so I can't speak for everybody that'll be there, but I know that it's going to be a big event, and there'll be some really cool big planes coming in. I love aviation. And so
me too.
I'm excited about seeing the big plane come in. So I'll probably go down there and camp out on Friday night.
So does it have anything to do with the air show? Is it in?
No.
Okay, because I've been there to see an air
Yeah.
show, and it's been really, like you said, seeing a huge plane come on that runway is like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like such thrilling. And I'm thinking, it's right here locally.
Right, yeah.
Officer Austin is sitting out there.
Yeah.
You're going to be an aviator policeman
Oh,
after?
I wish, but I get motion sick real bad, so I'll just stay on the ground. So
Oh.
I
It's
just
the same, yeah. I was like,
I love
that
watching
one
them come in, though.
In Nashville, was it Richard Thomas, the police officer that used to fly around and do traffic?
yeah.
So you could be our traffic reporter.
Maybe. Have to
They
buy
went for that
stock in
motion
Dramamine or
sickness.
something.
Yeah, I would have to do a drone like over
no.
I-40 or something.
Even the drone view is pretty rough for motion sickness.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you have it
For me,
bad, don't
yeah,
you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, I'm glad that doesn't affect you with your community services
Yes,
role.
me too. Me too.
What I think you need, we'll work on this, getting Sergeant Austin her own K9.
God bless
friendly
the
department.
canine guys, but no, canine isn't for me. It's a lot of work, and I have a bunch of dogs at home, and so I don't think that would work out. But yeah, I love
There
our
are
canines.
some on the Cookeville force, though, isn't
Yeah,
there?
we have a group of canine officers, and they do tremendous work.
And they really, I mean, it's like they're important.
They are very important. Those canines are just as important as me sitting here, and their handlers do really good work with them, and the training that they have to go through is very, very strenuous, and yeah, we really appreciate all the work that they do.
Most definitely. And it's almost like they're a little person with fur.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Very
knows
moody
them.
little person.
Very
Yeah.
moody little person. That's
We're
funny.
talking about the dog, right? Not the officer.
Yeah, the dog. Yeah, sure. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
But we want to also remind everybody that next Tuesday, Dogwood Park. It is National Night Out. Go over again what we're going to have there. So
We're going to have a bounce house, dunk tanks. We'll have a bicycle raffle. We'll have other prize raffle, free pizza, free snow cones, touch a truck. There's going to be all kinds of fun.
Well, what's involved with Touch a Truck? I'm curious.
Kids can take their picture with it.
Yeah, so that's just a hands-on look at the vehicles that we use. And
Oh.
so we'll have a bunch of police cars, and I think the county is bringing a motor unit. So, the kids will get a up-close look at the cars that we have and all the things that we have available to us in the cars. And they usually like to get in, take a picture in the driver's seat or,
Look at me.
yeah, or in the fire truck, I guess.
I think parents sometimes use their kids as an excuse. They like seeing it too. And seeing it. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Because
have to
it's
borrow somebody. Maybe our niece can come up or nephew.
yeah, or an 8-year-old niece.
If you come over there, I'll give you a personal tour. Okay.
All right, I don't need to bring a kid with me.
No, it's okay.
You pointed to me when you said kid. Well, because I'm short.
Well, baby, you're a lot younger than
Well,
me.
baby. No, but it is a good time and fun. And I know it is kind of neat to see how y'all's cars and things in it have changed over the years.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, y'all are up to speed with how everything is so modern.
Yeah, and I
modernized.
even started in 2017, and even since then, we've had a lot of upgrades and
Yeah.
our camera systems and things like
You
that.
have
So,
to.
Yeah,
You
it's
have to
just-
keep up
we
with
have
that.
a lot of good equipment.
And
But
the
I'm so
radar.
proud of it.
That's the enemy, right? Radar.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's another valuable tool, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta slow those speeders in the school zone down that we talked about earlier. So,
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
School zones. We got to remind people about school zones.
Yeah, watch those flashing lights.
Yeah, and watch the folks directing the traffic that are out there. It's starting up this Friday is the first day of school in Putnam County, and just a part like from 8 to 10 is when they go, and then next week will be
Yeah.
full force school.
Yeah, a lot more traffic in the morning.
So be careful. We appreciate all that you do too. Thank you so much, Sergeant Charlotte Austin with Community Services from the Cookeville Police Department. National Night Out is next Tuesday at the Dogwood Park Pavilion, and what time is that?
6 to 8 p.m.
6 to 8 p.m. You don't want to miss it. Bring your kids out. Everything's free, so make sure you'll be a part of that. Coming up next on Good Morning Cookeville, we'll talk to Lindsay Holloway. This is Living Ministries. We'll find out what they're up to.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Never ever, 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 never ever, ever, never been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. For a limited time, Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. You pay what we pay. Everyone gets employee pricing. There's never ever, ever, ever been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. See dealer for details. Some exclusions apply.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Foglight Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
I'm Jacob Vincent with the UCR Sports Report. 5 new members were inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown on Sunday. Ichiro Suzuki, CC Sabathia, Billy Wagner, Dick Allen, and Dave Parker were all enshrined into the hall, with Allen Parker being honored posthumously. Ichiro became the first Japanese-born player to be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. He was also one vote shy of being voted in unanimously. One of the top arms in the upcoming free agent class in the MLB is officially off the market, as Seth Lugo signed a multi-year deal to remain with the Kansas City Royals. Lugo has posted an ERA of .360 or lower in each of the past 5 seasons, due in part to his 9-pitch repertoire. This season, he's 7-5 with a .295 ERA for Kansas City. Kurt Kitayama became a 2-time PGA Tour winner with a win at the 3M Open in Minnesota on Sunday. He won by 1 stroke, shooting 23 under par to beat Sam Stevens. Kitayama was a shot shy of history on Saturday as he fired an 11 under par 60 to shoot up the leaderboard. He shot 65 yesterday for his second tour victory. The Atlanta Braves lost their 5th game in a row as they fell to the Rangers 8-1 yesterday. Atlanta is now 2-8 in their last 10. The Cincinnati Reds beat the Tampa Bay Rays 2-1 and completed the series sweep. The Reds have now won 4 games in a row. Tigers over the Blue Jays 10-4, Cubs beat the White Sox 5-4, and the Brewers topped the Marlins 3-2. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Here, brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. They have happy customers all the time because they are such great folks. If you're buying or selling a home, you need to contact Elevate Real Estate on Neal Street in Cookeville. We're in the Willow Window Studio.
That's hard to say, isn't it?
Willow Window Studio. Tim is with me. He's filling in for Jason, who's out all week. And Miss Lindsay Holloway from This Is Living Ministries. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm so glad to have you on with us. Of course, you've been on before, but there's a lot of people in our area that are brand new. They may not know what This Is Living Ministries does. And it's very dear to your heart because you started it. Yes. So tell us about what it is.
Yes. So This Is Living Ministries was started out of my experience with addiction. Jesus drastically delivered me almost 15 years ago. And when I gave my life to him, I told him, do whatever you got to do to make me be who I'm supposed to be. And he gave me a whole new life. About almost 10 years ago, he told me to move back to Cookeville, which I swore I would never do.
Where were you living at the time?
I was in Iowa planting churches on Indian reservations in South Dakota.
Planting corn or something.
Nope.
Planting ministries.
It was very boring in Iowa besides the ministry part. That was flat land. I'm a country girl. I need mountains.
You need rolling hills.
Yeah,
Been
something.
through there. Been through Kansas and Iowa, and I fall asleep every time.
Yes, try living there. So, I went there because, but the Lord was wanting, to teach me a lot. And when He told me to come back here, I was like, oh Lord. And I still even had a house in Knoxville, and I was like, okay, God, then I'll do what You've asked. And I moved back here. I met my husband the first week I was here.
Wow.
Was telling him.
Made it worth it right there.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you're why I had to come back. And then me and him joined Life Church. We started doing jail ministry. We were getting such a great response because everyone knew us. They knew us from our past. They knew what we'd been through, the addictions, the criminal history. And we started.
It gave them hope, to see you coming, full circle.
Yeah, it was neat to see, because we'd walk in and some of them didn't even recognize me, and they were people I had done.
Well, you'd shown me pictures.
Yeah, I had done drugs with.
She's gorgeous now, but you were still pretty, but it's like you could tell something had a hold of you.
Yeah.
And now you're just so bright-eyed and. It is a world of different. Yes.
Got a whole glow.
Yeah. The Jesus glow.
Yes. And so we started doing a discipleship class at Life Church. It grew to about 70 people that we were discipling, and the women kept disappearing. So because I know everyone in this town, I would call them and be like, what's wrong? Where are you at? Why aren't you at class? And they would tell me oh, well, I had nowhere to sleep. So I stayed at so-and-so's house and, I relapsed. And I was too ashamed to come back. And so I was realizing a lot of the families didn't have a family like me and my husband do, that once we straightened up our lives, they were right there. Sometimes I had to show my family for quite a while, that I was on the straight and narrow before they could trust me again.
Yeah.
But they didn't have homes to go to.
And they would go back to those folks that they were doing drugs with. And that's hard.
And we're seeing a lot of generational where you're seeing grandmothers, mothers, and their daughters all incarcerated together or in addiction together.
Oh, wow.
It is passed down, hereditary and spiritually. And so I was like, well, they've got to have a home. They've got to have somewhere safe to go.
Right, a roof over the head without influences, yeah.
And so I started just telling everybody, like, God's gave me this vision, and I don't know what to do. And actually, the man that prosecuted me 14 years ago, him and I became advocates together to change criminal justice laws.
There you go.
And I was telling him about the vision God had gave me for a home. Like, it felt like a home, like a family. And he took me to Men of Valor, and their executive director started mentoring me almost 10 years ago. And so now we're their sister program. So our focus is women coming out of long-term incarceration. And we actually just got our ministry campus where we are going to be building the blueprints that Men of Valor has given me for their campus in Antioch.
I got to ask.
That is amazing. This is like the first, we didn't know she was getting this.
Yes.
I want to ask, though, what is the biggest problem right now? Is it fentanyl or... Because years ago it used to be methamphetamine and heroin, and is fentanyl the bad?
That one, it's so potent in such small amounts that the physical addiction is so much harder.
Worse than meth, or just
well,
about
meth
even?
is more of a mental addiction than a physical. You don't really have like physical withdrawal symptoms from that. Because I was on meth for 8.5 years, but it wasn't until I got on opiates that I became a totally different human being. You know what I mean?
Oxy is right in there then. Yeah, that, and of course, the manufacturer said it's not addictive, but oh, it is.
Lies and slander. Yes.
She doesn't have anything nice to say, I guess.
No, not at all.
No, it's like it's killed several people.
Yeah, it's killed a lot of people, and
it started out by them thinking it wasn't addicting, and they were trying to help pain, like back pain and things that it's a big problem.
Yeah, like we're seeing women. One of the girls that's in my discipleship group in the prison in Nashville, I just looked at her. I'm like, I don't feel like you belong here. Like, why do you don't strike me as like someone who's been through addiction their whole life? Like, I started at 15. And she was like, oh, no, I didn't start using until I was 35. And she was a mom with 3 children and a home and a career. And she was like, I broke my back and was introduced to it. And then you get physically addicted. And then if you're someone that's not been in that life, you don't even know you're becoming, physically addicted. And it's creating
so many different
chaos.
Troubles within people that they didn't even realize it was.
Yeah.
Like you said, she didn't even realize she was in it until she was spiraling out of control.
Yeah, and then it led to, buying it on the streets because there wasn't enough from the doctor to help her back, and then that turned to dealing. And
how does Living Ministries help out these people with like some kind of withdrawals? Because the withdrawals have got to be rough.
Well, we focus on women that are coming out of incarceration. So they've been locked up from anywhere to 2 to 5, 10 years. So most of them have all already been through that. Previously, before we rolled out our full just prisoners, we would introduce the girls to like New Leaf and get them into detox, get them going like a 30-day program, and then have them come into ours because we don't have medical staff. So it's.
And sometimes coming off is really dangerous too, isn't it?
Yes.
Like coming off too quickly.
Yes.
So that's why you have to have somebody that is a medical supervisor.
Yes.
Watch them, make sure they're okay.
Yeah, because you can have seizures, you can have all kinds of horrible stuff. So we send them to medical facilities and partner with them. But now that we're just prisoners, because there was a gap, we were the 4th parole-approved house in the state for women. And so that was the gap.
In the state?
Yeah, in the whole state, yeah. So we wanted to fill in that gap because there was treatment facilities for coming off the streets or out of county jails, but there was not as many for the prisoners. So our focus is mainly with Jesus. So we are we disciple them.
Ministries, yes, of course.
So we
That's
disciple them
a big part.
in the prison, hopefully for at least a year before they're released. And then when they come into the program, we have like a blackout period where they get used to the program, get used to the staff, kind of get a flow going, get comfortable for 30 days. And then we start going into the workforce development. The ladies do about 27 courses while they're with us. So we have freshmen.
It is something like, I love the name This Is Living Ministries, because you really do teach them how to live soberly and how to live with a spiritual guide, basically.
Well, and I always, because I was raised Christian, I've been saved since I was 12 years old. I know God, I know the Holy Spirit, and I always had, even in my addiction, people would be like, will you please stop talking about God? I'm like, I can't. But I always thought becoming.
You even had God even in the middle of the addiction.
It was,
but
yeah, I sure messed up a lot of people's buzzes. So, but I always
Never gave up, though.
No.
That's the thing. You
I
know?
always thought, though, if I followed Christ, it was going to be this boring black and white life. And when God gave me his spirit and brought all this life to me, and I was like, this is the most exciting things I've ever done.
you had to find your pathway.
Yeah. And that I was like, wow, no, this is living. Like he might ask you to pack up everything and leave and go to Iowa. You know, like I got to be on the Indian reservations and just wild. Like my life has been wild since following him. So I wanted other people to realize that, like, God didn't save me to take away my personality and make me this boring black or white. Like, I'm loud and I'm expressive, and I've always been that way. And for so long, I feel like, especially in the Bible Belt, we've been told women should be quiet and serve and not sing.
Seen and not heard.
Yes, and
See, people make their own interpretation out of this.
And
I
that's
want to encourage people to go Matthew through John. This is the life of Jesus. This is what we need to know, how we need to care for each other. And those books are very important. I mean, the whole thing is important, but we're talking about the life of Christ here.
Well, I also think that the reason yours is important, I remember when you first came on the scene and everybody's like, we don't need another place. We've got all these others. Well, people need to find their own way off of drugs too, and what's their right path and what that speaks to them. And that's why we do have different centers for different folks and different personalities. And I think people need to find their way on that and what they feel. And you've helped so many women, especially that I know, that's out and like owning their own businesses now.
Yes, yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, one of my girls, she is a real estate agent. I have two other ladies.
Shout out to Deanna.
Yeah, girl, I love her. And then two of our girls own cleaning businesses. Another.
It makes me want to cry when I think about that, because I mean, Deanna, and I know she shared her story with so many people she went, but she worked so hard, just like you did.
Yes.
And then she said 10 years ago, I could have never seen this happening.
It still makes me cry because she told me the day she came in, I want to be a real estate agent.
I've got chills all over me because
She had that in mind when she came in.
Yep.
I want to be a real estate agent.
Yes, and originally, most people don't realize once you have a criminal record, there's like 40,000 barriers.
There are.
Even after you've completed your sentence, built a new life, and
you still keep proving yourself even after you're really healed, and not that you're ever.
One of them is licensing, and so we were told that felons couldn't be real estate agents. We were also told that they couldn't get like LSWs and degrees in counseling and social work. And my best friend just went and advocated for herself and got her social work license. So me and my friends that a lot of generations before us were in recovery and were quiet and anonymous, and I can't do that. If you mean you guys,
it keeps that shame on you too when you can't go like you've studied and you've come with the Holy Spirit and talked to Him and gotten right your mind, body, spirit.
Yes.
And then when people keep telling you no, it is another barrier, and it feels like, well, I'm not ashamed anymore. I'm who I am, and I'm going to live my life. Yes. And I just think, I guess meeting you and meeting Deanna really helped me see people really can change.
Yeah, a whole lot.
It's a lot of work that's involved, but they can change. Yes. And I think that's why I met you guys, because I don't have that barrier in my mind thinking, oh, well, they can't change.
Yeah.
because you can.
We can. Jesus can change everything.
Yeah.
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 Everything. So he had me open the program. My mentor in Nashville, Men of Valor, they have 97 beds in Nashville, 32 beds in Knoxville, and they're fixing to open their Chattanooga campus. So the governor was on their board for 20 years. They have partners, and so I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. God never tells me all the details, so show me what to do.
He just pushes you and says, hey, go here.
Yeah, he's like, go there. And I'm like,
Follow your heart,
I know,
right?
I feel like Abraham sometimes. He's like, go here and I'll show you when you get there. And I'm like,
okay, I just got to go.
Fabulous.
Got
Okay.
to have that blind faith,
Yeah,
you know.
terrifying, but I'm going. And their recidivism rate, which is what the
Relapse
statistics
or-
they use for reentry programs. So instead of relapse rate, it's recidivism is re-arrest within 3 years of being released. So their recidivism rate is less than 10%.
Oh, wow, that's
I think
great.
ours just hit 10%. So only 10% of our graduates have gone back to incarceration.
I love
That's
that.
amazing. Well, when we come, we're going to take a break. We'll come back and we're going to talk about this new facility that you're going to be opening, which is exciting, and we're the first to know about that. So that's exciting too. We'll talk more with Lindsay Holloway next on Good Morning Cookeville.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Monday morning forecast. Our work week is starting out on a hot and sticky note. We'll see mostly sunny skies for much of the day. Scattered showers and thunderstorms may develop in some areas during the afternoon hours. Highs will top out in the lower 90s with a heat index over 100 possible.
Good Morning Cookeville from Elevate Real Estate. They sponsor our show, and we're very proud to have them as a big sponsor. Elevate Real Estate on Neal Street in Cookeville. They have several happy clients in the Willow Window Studio right here in Cookeville. Lindsay Holloway is with This Is Living Ministries, and we are so happy to announce you're starting another campus. Is that correct?
Well, we previously were renting the property we were in, so we have just purchased our permanent campus where we're going to build the blueprints that Men of Valor has given me. So the program structure is changing to just women coming out of long-term incarceration, so out on parole or state probation. And the program will then transition into how we've always wanted it, where we'll have freshmen, juniors, seniors. And then the first 6 months of the program will be in the house as like a family, and then we'll build apartments, and those apartments will have 2 to 3 women in it.
That's great.
So they can be, get more experience running their own home. And
Just kind of like Habitat for Humanity here. We're building houses and maybe letting them.
I'm hoping one day, because my husband and I did get a grant to start a wood shop, and so we do have a wood shop that we train the ladies in. They do refurbishing and sign making. Like, we make stuff like Hobby Lobby, but like real wood and and real paint and not printed. But we're hoping
And it gives them a career too, something to fall back on.
Yes. Well, because when I got clean, I had been, we call it a chameleon. I had been a chameleon for so long that I became what I thought everyone around me wanted me to be.
Yes.
So depending on the boyfriend or the group of friends or whatever, that I didn't really know what hobbies I had. I didn't really know.
That's a lot of us, even with or without drugs. You know it?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
no, I don't know that perspective, but
But true, I was thinking about, I hadn't had drugs, but sometimes, you got to find who you are.
yes.
And we just adapt to what you think people want you to be. which is a very unhappy way of living.
Yes.
So that may have been where you tried to numb all that unhappy feeling.
Yeah. So, because I was like like when my parents divorced, like I did all the things with Dad. Like I played softball, I rode dirt bikes and 4-wheelers and go-karts, and Mom had me in cheerleading and beauty pageants, and it was like I wanted to be all the things to make everybody happy. Right. And then I was like, but what do I actually like?
You were the main one that wasn't happy.
Yeah, and
great points there.
So with the program, I have like if you guys are listening and you have a gift of a hobby or a side business and you'd like to come teach it,
like an art teacher, anybody out there, yeah.
So I have one pastor. She comes and she teaches jewelry making. So people donate like, their I'm trying to say this nicely, junk to us. And
to refurbish, yeah.
And, well, they
bought some of your jewelry. It's really nice.
So we take all of the old jewelry. She takes it completely apart and teaches the girls how to make something brand new. And then I love refurbishing. I love saving antiques from landfills, and so I teach the girls how to refurbish furniture. I have another lady that loves doing like the shabby chic stuff, so she comes in and teaches them how to do the painting. And then another teacher comes in, and we've had sewing teachers, crocheting teachers, but just to show them, like, when me and Derek started the nonprofit, we didn't have any financial support, and so we started a carpentry business, and I would flip furniture on the side just to have extra money to help support the ministry and support me and him.
That also helps when the girls get out on their own too. Like instead of having to buy a whole new furniture set, you can refurbish your own.
And trying to tell them, like, we don't have to keep up with the Joneses, like, because they're always like, oh my gosh, your house is so nice. I'm like, Derek either built it or I bought it at Goodwill and like changed it, or I bought it at Habitat and and it was
supporting great
apart.
causes here. Yeah.
And now they're gorgeous and worth tons of money. So trying to show them like these things that are enjoyable, and like I like the refurbishing because that's what God did to us. We were trash on the side of the road that no one thought could amount to anything.
That's beautiful right there.
And when I refurbished
you.
Yes, and when I refurbished furniture,
you just gave me chills.
That's how I feel like I'm walking in my Creator's shoes, that I'm taking something.
He shined you up, made you look a little brighter.
Yes. And then
brighter.
Yes. And then that furniture is something beautiful I can look at. If, hard times come, we would sell the furniture. And so we didn't have to go back to the old life. And so we also have teachers that come in and talk to them about being entrepreneurs, because that was, what Derek and I did. Any job we tried to get, nobody wanted to pay us more than $10 an hour. And Derek is a master carpenter.
Yes,
master carpenters should make way more than $10 an hour.
Was it because of the lifestyle? You have to tell them that you've been incarcerated, so they like, okay, well then.
Well, and him and I both were on the front page of the paper, so everyone knew, you know what I mean? Even if
it's so hard coming back to where all of that happened, I'm sure. But then, what an example that you are, though. That, like you said, people didn't even recognize probably either one of you.
Yeah.
Because
we looked so different.
Well, it is when you see somebody that's got a hold of them. Yeah. It does feel like their soul is dark.
It does. It drains.
Because they are, and I don't mean that you were like possessed or anything like that, but I mean
I might have been.
But drugs give that aura. Because
no
they look unhappy, and they look. You just want to reach in and say, "Hey, I know there's a person in there," and then to know that has happened, to give other people hope.
When I think about it, is what a great collaboration. Basically, it is you and God and Derek. Everything brought you together.
Yeah.
And it was perfect. Yes.
That's perfect timing.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's like, so where is this other? Okay, I didn't realize y'all were renting, which is a lot of money just gone.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we didn't really have financial backing at the beginning, which I understand. When I'm in my hometown and people only knew us, one way. And so for 7 years now, we've ran it and no incidences, and everything's just been awesome. God's provided every step of the way, and so now He's provided for us to get our property, and then
You're not allowed to say right now, are you? You can't do that.
where it's at now.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to point out to folks that like it's a safety issue and everything too.
Yes.
So that's why I wanted people to know that.
So where we are TDOC approved, the house is under 24-hour surveillance so that we can make sure everybody's safe. And when you do come out of lifestyles like that, like I had a crazy ex-boyfriend that, had he known where I was at, he probably would have found me. So we try to keep the location.
Keep everybody
more
safe
quiet.
and those folks that was in their past away from them that could, hinder them in their recovery.
Yes.
So that's good.
So we do a lot of classes too with like boundaries, teaching them because like I said, it's very generational now with the addictions.
And they don't have the tools. They didn't have the tools. So now you're teaching them how to have the boundaries. Boundaries aren't easy. I don't care who you are.
No, they're not. I've been doing them for a while and they still
Yeah.
are awful because I tend to still want to people please. But so the house is going to have organic gardening. We have a donor that's going to help us with greenhouses, another ministry we're partnering with for the community garden, and then a wildflower field where people can, donate whatever and take some pictures. And actually has a wood shop already built on it that my husband actually built on the property when we still had our business, and so we'll be able to move the wood shop off of my property and into this one.
I love it.
It's
Giving
so
a
exciting.
Beautiful purpose to everyone, and that's so important to have that purpose. And like you say, invite God and Jesus into your life, and it's going to make things a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, look at her.
Yeah, I mean, shining example, basically.
Well, he has, like you were saying earlier with y'all's team, everyone is needed, and he gave all of us different skills, different personalities, different everything. And we, for so long in Christianity, we used them like against each other when really he made us so different so we would fit together to be a whole. And
Amen to that.
I was going to say the same thing. Amen.
Amen. Because I think a lot of people think if you're not just like me, we don't like you. And that's like, I've seen just the opposite.
Yes. I need you to not be like me because
you fit here, and
yes.
then I can't do this, but you can do that, and then we come together and make a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
For like years, I had to do all the like spreadsheets and paperwork, and like I can do it. You know what I mean? And God can help you do anything, but I'm not.
Not
not
something
good
you
at it.
enjoyed,
Yeah.
and
now like my development director, like I'd be like, hey, I have this speaking event and I'm going to be speaking on this. And like 10 minutes later, I have this beautiful like presentation and layout. And I'm like, gosh, you make me look like I'm so good. And, Nikki Payne, that's my program director, like her heart is so big and so beautiful. And she's so great at, telling who needs to be where and training. And she's just fabulous, and my managers are amazing and passionate, and everyone that works with us has been through it, so the girls have that constant someone that knows and has been there. And then but we also need all of those people that haven't been through it, because there's other life experiences that they have that they can teach, like financial things and marital things, and like we need everybody.
Well, you were talking about if somebody does have a skill or something that they want to volunteer with the girls, it doesn't have to be just women. It can be a man teaching them some skills too.
Yeah, my
like
husband
plumbing
teaches,
and things
my
like
dad,
that.
yeah.
So how can they get in touch with you or This Is Living Ministries if they want to be a part of that?
Well, This Is Living, we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the things. I think they've got us on now. But our website is thisislivingministries.org, and our phone number is on there. And or you can private message me or Nikki Payne and Rob Frazier, and all of us will get you plugged in.
Rob's a good guy too.
He's
I like
awesome.
Rob.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's helped tremendously. He started volunteering for 20 hours for his college course, and then 2,000 hours later, I talked him into letting me hire him.
He was like, I'm not leaving until you make me a part of this.
He was like, I don't know why I'm still here. I'm like, yeah.
That's great, though. And I think the heart of it, that is the important people you're looking for, that has a heart for that and has a heart for helping others and just an open mind.
And we also have our prison ministry going now in Nashville, and we have been asked to come to Bledsoe. So if any of you are interested in prison ministry, and if you're kind of on the fence, because I know Hollywood has made it look like this big dramatic awful thing. It's not.
It's a beautiful thing, really.
beautiful.
And
So-
that's where some of the folks that I know first started learning about God.
Yes.
Like the folks that came and ministered to them in prison, and they really thought, oh, it's an eye-opening. So God isn't this mean ogre out to get me.
Yes.
Because, not everybody's taught the same God.
No, you're not. And also I'm on the, Rob and I are on the Tennessee Community Resource Board for the state, and him and I have helped launch a career readiness training. So if you'd like to go to the prison and fill things out, see how it is, and you are a business owner or HR person, if you'd like to go with us, we're doing mock interviews like one a week for
That's great.
Yes. So if you'd like to volunteer just to come one time and do a mock interview with some of the residents, then that would be a great way to try it out. And then I'm also on the Governor's Justice Impacted Advisory Council now, and we are working on a mentorship program. So if you feel like you could mentor a person one-on-one, then also contact me, because we got a lot of really good stuff going on in our state, and I really think Tennessee could be a leader.
So much for joining.
Yeah, we're really proud of you, Lindsay, and thank you for what you've created. Lindsay Holloway, this is Living Ministries. Now, coming up tomorrow, we'll talk to Brad Halfacre. He's with Edgar Evans State Park. 50th anniversary for the park. So we're going to talk to him tomorrow, and we'll be back. Tim and I will be back on Good Morning
back
Cookeville.
tomorrow.
Thanks to David
Thank
for working
you,
the
everyone.
board.